Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Hello? What kind of horror nightmare is this? Wait, what is that shadowy figure up ahead? Well, that wasn't exactly the best impression at Reese's house. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God, she wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid, and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. I kind of think there's something more to it. I don't know if she's poisoning him, but she's definitely doing something to him. Explorer, mystical. The door in the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mine. There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. I didn't even get to finish my food. Dr. Kelly is hiding something. What a lovely dinner. Well, we'll tell them about the feeling that we had. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Oh, absolutely. Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there. I'm certain of it. It's probably nothing. I'm certain of it. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. Stella with her boundaries again. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Levi got. Okay, same options from before, but we still have another mystical option, so let's try it out. Like, related to what you felt in there? If he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? It makes more sense if he just has a genetic condition, assuming there isn't any foul play. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of his food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Got sick, yes, off 2 bites of food. But he also got sick from pills that he took, maybe. When we sat down for dinner, he started with pills. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than him just being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of a ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. I believe in the mines, we said that we were going to take Zeke with us, so I don't know if that's actually going to happen or if he showed up. Is that a ditchling on the left there, under the statue? I just noticed that. Maybe Stella is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real. And the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Mystical. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and the daylight fades away. Book smart. Your thoughts jump into the ghost books you've read over the years. So often, the ghosts and stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghost metaphors too? Oh, I like when it doubles up and gives me both. Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library, it's against the rules. Kanika, it's closed. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. I agree a little bit. Hey, Oscar. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina is situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. Oh, I'm glad they're still hanging out. That's good. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How's she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a really good friend. Rosalie and I are both lucky to have her right now, because I rescued her. Good one for me. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into a real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, the temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everyone in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Rituals? Are we gonna do a seance? I'd love to do a seance, that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Toys is a crazy word to call that. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? That's crazy, actually. Yeah, they think about it. She was totally prepared for this. Yeah, Stella kind of lives for this moment. But she has a passion. Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. When did you have time to do that? Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Mystical, there's something back there, I can feel it. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. Last night was weird, I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about the mine collapse. Whatever weird stuff we saw last night was probably just a gas leak. There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation to what I saw last night, like aliens. There's something back there and I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting. I can't wait for finally see a ghost. I think we might, actually. Yeah, exciting is a word. We seem to be the catalyst for supernatural entities to appear. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. Yo. Oh, Zane did show up. Let's go. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way. I think I said Zeke. Yeah, Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own morality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Oh, poor guy. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I kind of like Zane. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is, everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Or, we're gonna get the option to call Tabitha? Okay, we don't. Good. I'm tired of Tabitha. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading out towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. Oh, it's Rosa. You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Alexis looks like she tried to stop her. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Yeah, they drew that really well. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina. Rosalina, what the hell? You're seriously injured. Let her come with us. It's her house, too. Let Oscar handle this. It's really not my business to get involved between how a parent and kid want to handle their dynamic, but considering Oscar is probably in a vulnerable state with everything that's happened to Rosalina, I gotta step in here and say, come with us. We can maybe ease her mind. Yeah, I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. Shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I gotta learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start with while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oh, she looks like she's in pain though. Maybe it wasn't a good idea. Oscar sighs. The doctors did say I should encourage you to practice walking. Oh, then we're good. Okay, you can come along. But if you get tired or if it starts to hurt, you let me know right away. Thanks, Dad. This is good because I think it'll also preoccupy Oscar a little bit so he won't interfere with the ghost hunting. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. What's that in the window? I was like looking around to see if I could find anything. In the window there, is that a ditchling? Mystical, and there's that feeling again, like the mines, like the door in the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something in this house, though whatever it's a ghost or something, where you cannot know. Booksmart, you can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Is that a Booksmart thing? I feel like it's just trying to give me more Booksmarts because I'm in the library. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. It probably fell. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. What do you mean by manifest? I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. But wait, is it just me, or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. It definitely feels colder. I definitely feel that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. I feel like something's gonna appear on Zane's photo. Wait, Rosalina? If the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? Come on, ghost. Let's see some real action. I'm scared. Let's just leave. All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Okay, Fred, relax. Maybe it's just shy. We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. Remain silent. All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Kanika, Zane, you stay here with Oscar, Rosalina, and Alexis. Stella and I will go bang in Oscar's room. Explore. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad about it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. I'm gonna say it. Let's see whose this really is. Is Oscar's house really haunted? Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Oh, if that's the case, I call dibs on Levi. Let's go. We're gonna go bang in Oscar's room. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I'm going for, but okay. Yo, once we find a ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols for every major religion, asserted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And, if worse come to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? I think I'd rather not take that chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. All he says is okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF reader either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. That's crazy. Wait, it's just a stain, Dad. Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. No, absolutely not. It's a giant blood puddle. I thought it was like a spilt drink or something, or like something keeps getting knocked over on the counter. Did you tell me this blood stain just appears in this room? That's crazy. Oh my god, look at the posters. Teen interests, many boys. Oh, I like the little bat on the nightstand. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe there's part of a summoning ritual. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Mystical, the stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Something is crying for help. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? It's probably just a rusty pipe leaking through the floor. Are you sure you scrubbed it out? Ghost blood. It's crying for help. Something's crying out for help. I'm gonna freak everyone out. You might be onto something, Levi. I wonder if the blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court over destroying their property. That's a very fair and valid reason. However, it could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? You would think that would be the case. Only one way to be sure. Estelle excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Trapdoor? Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around is stained in the reddish brown. Look how everyone's looking. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Yeah, that's a good call. A hatch. Nope. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? No, we're absolutely going down there. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can feel it. You know, last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or a crawl space or whatever it is under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. Yeah, that could be dangerous. Now we have to look at it just so this house doesn't like come down. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. And it's red because North Carolina has red ass dirt. It's simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed for all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. I'm with Stella on this one. This needs to be invasive. Have you considered that they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Alright, there goes Stella. Look at, did you see the cleavage shot? Wait, did we see the cleavage shot on Stella? Hold on. Artist kind of snapped on that one, whoever did that. That was a nice subtle touch. My girl. You come to an Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. I blacked out. No, this is like the dream sequence. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Explores, hello, is anyone here? Explorer, call somebody. I'm not gonna be able to talk in this. Look for your friends in the library, look for your friends in Rosalina's room. We're going to Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Hello? What kind of horror nightmare is this? Wait, what is that shadowy figure up ahead? It's like overgrown and shit. There's like rams, birds, ditchlings, statues? Are those statues in the middle? Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on breeze. Oh my god. That fucking jump scared me. Holy dude. That scared the piss out of me. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in the shadows rises to attention. The lover? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. No, literally, that scared me. Huh? Stella? I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Is this what ghost hunts are usually like? Remain silent. Mystical. Eddie? It's Charlie? Who are Eddie and Charlie? Is there a book on this? Why is my mystical last, too? Another one where they tried to hide it. Eddie, it's Charlie. Did you say Eddie? No one called me that in a long time. It's Edward. Oh, it's Edwardine. It's Edwardine now. It's not a child anymore. I'm not a child anymore. Stella, why do you think your name is the lover? Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. No, you're Stella. Haha, quit messing around. Oh, okay. This is definitely a dream. Remain silent. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever gonna come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. I wish I could say this. Oh, dude, she looks so creepy. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Is this like a Romeo and Juliet thing? Like, am I supposed to stay away from Stella? I'm really... Stop with these Stella options. I'm clicking the mystical one every time. Mystical, come with me, Eddie. Have you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. Can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Screw your family. Screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right, what I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the holler without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. And she's getting sucked back in? She got sucked back in. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow her, go back the way we came. I don't think it's a good idea to follow her. No, I have to know. I have to know though. Follow her. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Enter, walk past the door, turn back. Oh, dude, I should really turn back. I'm gonna do it. I gotta know. You walk up to the door and open it. Oh, no. What is this? Oh, it's the mine sounds. Tommyknockers? That's the guy that they carried on the rail on the left. Is it a portrait or is it a window? I can't tell. Bells ring as the cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Is that Stella? Oh, Rosa? Junior, pack your things. Quickly, hurry, the mother. Oh, it's Alexis. Maybe you should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Is that my family? The mob. Jesus Christ, how many more times am I going to get jump scared? That one I was a little bit prepared for. You kids should have just stayed in the library. I can't believe I'm gonna have to rescue you again. Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Turn around, leave, play along. Okay, I'll pack real good. Listen, mythical. Mama, what's going on? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little more time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to go gather his little toys and fancy clothes? Oh, it was children working in the mine. We knew that. No, we knew that. My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Booksmart, unless you're mistaken, you're seeing the scattered memories of what's left of a life. It's almost like the ghost is trying to communicate with you. Okay, now I'm interested. Why aren't you possessing me? Why everyone else? I don't even live here. That's a really valid question. Were you trying to tell me? Just say it. This is horrible. The whole thing is horrible. I hate it there. You're talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago? Play along, I'm doing it. I'm packing. Please stop yelling. Play along. If you're going to be mean about it, maybe I won't pack. Keep listening. Mystical. Mama, what's the man talking about? Why hasn't Daddy come home yet? Don't listen to him. Charlie, just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Your thoughts are pulled to the symbolism in the room. It's possible the series is trying to as much to communicate with images as it is with words. Looks like I'm in maybe the mansion. There was a goat's head back in the garden, and there's a lamb here. Maybe they're marked a passage of time, aging? Mystical. I know already Charles Shaw wasn't responsible for the collapse. You don't have to tell me that. That we do know. Rosalina, you have to be in agony right now. I'm going to figure out a way to help you. God, this sucks. I can't imagine what it must be like to be driven out of your home like this. How many rooms are there? Play along. Mommy, I'm scared. Make the bad men go away. Play along. I'm not scared of you. Keep listening. Mystical. Daddy said he's not there. I'm the man of the house. So you don't get to push us around, mister. I'll call the police. I have two mystical options here. I have this one, which looks like it's playing along with the story. And I have the first one. I don't want to anger it by being like, hey, I already know what's going on. Because I very much don't. Daddy said when he's not here, I'm the man of the house. So don't you go to push us around, mister. I'll call the police. Trust me, boy. The coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Look, smart. Whatever you're seeing now isn't the full story. There's more to this than just the mine collapse. Address the shadows. Am I supposed to be you? I want to go. I just want to get out of here, play along. Mystical, but I want to go. I haven't packed all my puppets. I haven't said goodbye to Eddie. I don't want to leave. I'm gonna address the shadows. I feel like this book smart thing is telling me that it's like we're done playing along. We need to start getting some answers. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. The mother and the mob are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens a beckoning white void. Before you have a chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. Oh, that's probably back up to the floor. There you are, Wayne. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. You just stepped on a ditchling. Bottom feeders. Let's talk to him. Nope. Ugh, not you again. Hey man, what's up? How did you get down here? Remain silent. You remain silent. Paralyzed with fear? You'll learn to get over it if you want to get out of here. Is Wayne trying to help me? I feel like Wayne's trying to help me. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of saccharin and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? I'm sure he smells like a dead body. Walk forward into the void, run past him into the void. We'll walk. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fish from the bottom of the pond. I'm not awake yet. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Kanika? The witch. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, have you? Look smart. Whatever happened here must have happened after both the garden and the collapse. Mystical, back off, lady. I don't know you. And if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. My Mystical wants me to be aggressive to the witch? How good of an idea is that? I feel like that's not a great idea. Surely Kanika's on our side, right? I'm assuming these are like what's remains of the ancestors of the Holler, whatever they call it. The scenes are all scattered. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. So in the real realm, I'm a Scarlet, and I'm learning about what we did to this poor family. When it was like our fault? Is that what I'm getting at? Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Listen to the figure. Mystical, don't talk about my family. I don't need life advice from some old brood. Oh, I don't think we should be mean to the witch. Listen to the figure. Quietly let the figure continue. I'm sure by now you're realizing the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire. As you well know, it's a knock. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want to be the two of you? Something tells you that a secret tryst doesn't wind up working. Listen to the figure, Mystical. We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. I feel like that's a safe one to say. That's not necessarily aggressive. The powers at work here are stronger than ever your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The witch mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Booksmart, you can identify some of the plants in this room. There's Jimson weed, monkshood, and there's either Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. All of them are toxic. I don't understand. Is this a map and some kind of poem? We're back on the mystical train. That's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down and be careful. Good luck to both of you. I hope you get your happy. Yeah, I feel like being aggressive to the witch wouldn't have been a good idea. And then she's gone. Hello, Wayne again. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. Are you Sam Wayne or something else? The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. And who's in the body? So you and Tabitha, huh? That was the thing? This body knew her well. Ew. Alright, I regret clicking that. Oh, they're getting louder. Let's get a move on. The sounds are getting louder. After you. There's still a ways to go before we rid ourselves of this pest. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. I'll thank him. Thanks, I appreciate that. Good. I'm glad you've decided to put your fear aside. I think Wayne's a friend. For now. We'll see if he has ulterior motives. Continue forward through the uncanny underbush. Oscar. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Hello, Zane. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. The caretaker. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As the caretaker is swept away, I heard a cow. I think it's a cow. The room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry, I'll let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So the mom left because he was out of money and he turned to drinking. Or the other way around. Mystically, you're getting what you deserve. You're getting what you deserve. Damn it, Junior. How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening. But the damn snake, the knock went behind my back. Not for that, for what you did to our family. We could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch the Scarlets made you out to be. Scarlets framed him, Charles Shaw, into taking the blame for everything when he didn't do it, and then he kind of like was self-destructed. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is clear. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out if the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse. Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. True, it's mystical. I'll see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. I'm gonna say the first one. Tabitha and I wouldn't exist. Damn it, boy. I may not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show the Enoch bastard what for. I promise no, stand in silence. Mystical, I promise I'll go back. The noble thing to do, right, is to like promise his dad. Like these guys had an unfair life. And like I want to be like, oh, I'll get redemption for them in the future. But I'm a Scarlet. I'm not a Shaw. Like I'm the villain, right? Or at least I'm on the villain's side. I'm gonna stand in silence. And he's gone. He watches the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think what their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Now we're gonna keep talking to Wayne. Oh my god, look at the picture. Wayne's so close, I didn't even realize it was right there. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Well, let's move on. Let's. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole. The father's left behind and crawl through. Oh, welcome back, Stella. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room, unseparated. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resonant or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Why is Wayne in this one? He disappeared in all the other ones. That's the plan. I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town putting on shows for other kids. Please, don't engage with it while I try to find the another door. A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to the towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Now, the witch said that I needed to find what's breaking, or like break off what's holding her here. But Wayne doesn't seem to want me to do that. Mystical, of course. We can go anywhere you want. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. Oh my god, puppet theater. Showtime. Everyone's hanging. Oh, they took a bow. Oh, I'm clapping. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Is that where I am? I can go back. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh, another one of these. Oh, nice. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... We're gonna push down the stairs. Eddie? She killed him? Oh my god, she killed him. Was it all a ruse? Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. I mean, jury? Oh no. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Mystical, for the first time tonight, you recognize the name of your companions. Does this mean that the resonant has grown weaker, or is this yet another part of its act? Are you talking to me? She's not here, but my cousin Tabitha is the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town before a couple of days ago. Why should I be? I am not responsible for any of this. Yes, no, I'm sorry you died. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. Let it continue. We're back in the Scarlets, but I think, yes, while this one is supposed to be Tabitha, I'm in its place, so I'm just gonna talk for it, I guess. I think yes is the only answer to this, right? You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Yeah, we're back as a Scarlet. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I have been left alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. Booksmark, you're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. Mystical, you can't actually make me do anything, can you? Explorer, I don't understand. And what happens if I refuse? Advocate for yourself, Booksmart. We'll advocate for ourselves. Booksmart, if you're putting me on trial, you need to give me a chance to present my case. Mystical, hear me out, spirits, before you so readily pass judgment. Never mind, trying to argue with a ghost is pointless. I feel like both these options work, honestly. We'll go with the mysticals where we're speaking to spirits. Hear me out, spirit, before you so readily pass judgment. Booksmart, your plea is met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? Explorer, you don't need anything from me to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody's keeping you here. But you, I can't just give you closure. The memories you showed me were rife with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. How can you possibly pass judgment on me if you're no longer anchored in reality? Explorer, why should the sins of the forefathers be passed on to us? Were Charles Shaw's sins passed on to you? This might anger them. Never mind trying to... Okay, we're definitely gonna, like, plead our case. I think you don't need me to hold on. I think if that's the one that we go with. You don't need anything from me to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody's keeping you here, but you... I can't give you closure. I think this is very real. To me, closure is very fake. Like, not necessarily, I don't think it's a real thing, but I feel like you can get your own closure from yourself. You don't need it from someone else. So I kind of stand by this personally. So I think it's fitting that I would choose it. Or silence, keep going. We have to pick more options. I don't want to pick the last one because I think it will anger them. No, I think I'm going with the first one. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? Fresh tension bubbles in the air. You're almost out of this. Don't want to bring him up because I feel like that would piss them off. One of them denies their existence in reality. The other one kind of puts a sour taste in their mouth. I don't want to deny the taste in reality. Well, we'll say this and hopefully it doesn't piss them off. Why should the sins of your forefathers be passed on to us? The jury box is pulled away as you are brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. Mystical, screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? Don't become in death what you hated so much in life. You don't need to take anything from me. You've kept yourself as a prisoner here just like you've kept us all. All of you have to let it go. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. I'm going to find the truth of what happened to you, Charlie. You can finally rest because your burdens are now mine. It's time to go, Charlie. Oh, I like this one a lot, but my mystical. Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? That's hard. Don't become in death what you hated so much in life. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. Your burdens are now mine. Am I ready to take that responsibility? One of them's living freely. The other one's like saying like, I will handle this. Dude, this is a tough choice. I can't deny my mystical. Screw your family, screw my family. Can't let it affect our new lives. Don't become in death what you hated so much in life. Silence. Did we do okay? I think we did okay. Everything melting back? What is happening? I need to know what is happening. I need confirmation that I made the right choices. I think I'm getting sucked back. I think I would assume I did it, right? I hope I did it. Going on a memory. This is like everything in reverse. Oh, there's the puppet theater again. This music's so creepy. It just keeps opening curtains. There's Rosalina's room. No one's here. No, did I mess up? There's the puppet master. I'm not gonna lie, this feels like an ending, dude. This doesn't feel good. And then everything fades to black. The haunted turnabout. Win a trial! Let's fucking go! I got the achievement. Win a trial. Oh, we did it. Oh, that's the confirmation I needed. You come to in a basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell, as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. Sybil, there you are, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to them, or there'll be hell to pay. He practically hisses the words. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm, and she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. Everyone's here. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blowing in small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. Saying, I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own morality. I've got a lot to ponder. What did everyone else see? See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Wait, could you all see it too? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. Wait, I think they all saw it too. That's why they all took a specific representation. Levi, is it really gone? Mystical, the house is clean. Yeah, it's over. It's a bit of a Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone. I didn't have to sacrifice anything. I just saved all of your skins through the power of my master debate skills. I don't like that phrasing. I'm just so happy I could help. All that matters is that Rosalina can go back to sleeping in her own home. We're picking the mystical. Sybil's in our presence too. The house is clean. Say the line! The house is clean. Achievement. I like that. I witnessed it myself. Levi convinced the spirit to move on from this world, and it did. Wow, I guess I owe you one. Yo, Sybil is powerful. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. Appreciate that, Oscar. That was crazy. To think the ghosts are actually real. I mean, I don't know what hard evidence we have, but we all vividly experienced the same thing. Stella got to be over the moon right now. Stella's gonna quit, you know? She's gonna quit ghost hunting. She's been like, all fun and games until you actually see some crazy stuff. And then now she's like spooked. Where is Stella? I think I kind of thought she'd be excited rattling off theories by now. Nah, that freaked her out. She also probably knew some of this, right? I feel like she knew some of this. There's a reason why she took the Edwardine. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Explorer, is she okay? Hey Stella, are you okay? Hey Stella, want to hang out with the rest of the class? Go talk to Stella, remain silent. No, we'll talk to Stella. We know we're the comforting presence. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Hey baby girl. Oh hey Levi. You okay? I'm here if you need me. There was another one of those carvings in there. So I guess ghosts actually are real, huh? Chandler's gonna go wild for that stuff. I'm sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. You seem shell-shocked. I'll apologize. I'm so sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. I'm so sorry, Levi. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. What if she's still possessed? I don't think she's still possessed. I think she's coming to terms with information. I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. I'm starting to think Stella might be a bit of a flake. I guess she hit her limit. She'll be fine. Remain silent. I mean, this is just truth. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her climb up even more. I kind of think that too. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm confident that Stella will text us if she has a problem. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Were you all conscious that whole time? What was it like being puppeted? Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? I guess I should probably head back. Now we gotta talk about this. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Though none of them gave any of their years away, you can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne? He's been following Levi around. What do you say to you? We don't need to trouble Levi for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. Sybil, I need you to tell me what you know. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day. How could I have let this happen? I mean, would that have been a different sequence if I didn't have everyone there? That could have been really weird. There's another carving in there. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Leave it at that. It feels weird to just not say anything after that. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you're right, and there's another one in the clinic? Oh, you said it out loud. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around the town, and they've been giving you visions? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this, and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Sybil really wants us to not talk about it. Spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He crushed a Deutschling under his boot. It's pretty scary. No, but he gives me really bad vibes. I don't know. I think he's harmless. Leave it at that. I think he's harmless. Sybil didn't like that. He had plenty of opportunities to hurt me in there, but he didn't even touch me. He's never touched you yet. It's hard to find that reassuring. There was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosalie and I live there. What do you say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble. Oh my god, Sybil's gonna shut down all of this. Do any of you know who you're supposed to be? That's the last one I'll say. No idea. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. Guess we should head back now. I should get going too. I started to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Levi? Absolutely. But I'm wired, and I want to talk about stuff. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. If I manage to get out of bed, then yeah, I don't ever remain silent. I am wired, probably. But I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kanika her tea, and we can chat about what we just happened. It'll just be a moment. You're too tired to say no. We get time with Sybil. Make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait. After everything that's happened tonight, the normalcy of sitting on a quiet and empty road feels like a priceless treasure. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to call your cousin and tell her about what happened tonight. Sybil, I guess that's fine. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we head out for a walk? Time to go home. Go back to the estate. I want to go to Stella's. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. Explore, there's ditchlings everywhere. Are you a witch? Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I've only scratched the surface of things. What has my family done? There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in the basement. Sybil? What is Wayne? Why can't I just go home? Like to my real home? Okay, no, I want to ask Sybil, like, everything. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in the Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. I don't like the way you said that. Are you a witch? She laughed, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I did drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Levi. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. No, I only got to ask 2 questions. I'm glad I picked the 2 ones I was interested in those. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. One last rest and we'll get you home. It looks like I only get to pick like 1 or 2 questions. So carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in the basement. There was something similar in the mines last night too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. Yo, date with Sybil. Mystical, I understood those visions perfectly well. I don't need any special tea to help me decipher them. As long as your grandmother's special blend tastes better than the chaga you gave Avery yesterday. You just believed me? Tea tomorrow sounds nice. Tea tomorrow sounds nice. Of course she believes us. Lovely, I'll be looking forward to it. Sybil, what is Wayne? Like I said, he's just a man. We both know there's more to him than that. No, he's not, but what's wrong with him? He seems like a nice guy, okay. Smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may have not taken a Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That doesn't mean you should trust him, though. Be careful with that one. I trust Sybil, and I trust Wayne the same amount, I think. Both of them are, like, I'm more likely to trust them than not trust them, but Sybil keeps hiding stuff from me, and as much as I want to trust her, and, like, I believe everything she tells me, she still is hiding stuff. There's itchlings everywhere, sure. There are. I'm afraid the spirit you dealt with tonight was merely a symptom of the rot here, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the days coming. Why can't I just go home like my real home? Are you ready to get moving again? Oh, I didn't want to say that, really. I'm afraid this is your real home. It's called to you, didn't it? Otherwise, you never would have gotten on that bus. Nobody really leaves the holler, at least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. No. You're kidding me, excuse me? Oh my god, you're right, aren't you? Oh my god, you're right, aren't you? Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave the town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an older woman, Levi. I feel spry as a spring chicken. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Ugh. I don't want to talk to Tabitha, but I need information from her. Get a good night rest, Levi. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Enter the estate. She's pissed. You open the door of the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. See, you finally decided to drag your sorry ass back here. I don't even know what to say. I told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly you just don't care how your actions affect me. And I don't know how to make you care. Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Explorer, look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Explorer, we need to talk. I'm really sorry I mean it. Why I'm really sorry I mean it. Can you lay off? I've had a hell of a night. Stand in silence. Ignore her and go to bed is crazy. No, we need to talk, Stabby. We need to talk. Now's really not the time. No, it's a good time. Oscar's house was haunted by a ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. I managed to convince the ghost to move on. Wayne followed me to Oscar's house. I spent a lot of time with Wayne tonight. I keep finding these weird stone carvings, having visions. That's pretty much it. Okay, no. Sorry, Tabitha. I know we don't like each other, but we need to be on the same ground here. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. I managed to convince the ghost to move on. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? There were like 6 other people there, and they all got possessed. It wasn't a gas leak, Tabitha. It was a ghost. Didn't Sybil tell you what happened? Why won't you believe me? Why won't you ever believe me? Do you think Edwardine really could have killed someone? Do you think Edwardine could have really... I'm just gonna ignore her. Wow, you name-dropped our great-grandmother and the son of the most famous criminal in the town's history. I'm so convinced this actually happened. Do we have to do, like... Is this like a game almost where I have to, like, convince her? I keep finding these weird stone carvings. And, oh, the face she made. She knows something about this? I keep finding these weird stone carvings and having visions around them. Visions? Have you been having seizures? God, please stop running off on your own to places I can't find you. If you have health problems, you really need to be careful. It's so weird that she just like randomly starts caring about us. Who put them there? What if they're what's making all this supernatural stuff happen? They've been telling me a lot of stuff about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. I think I should go to a doctor. They've been telling me a lot of stuff about our family. And all of it is probably in your imagination, because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-flagellate. What if it's making all the supernatural stuff happen? I've yet to see any evidence of supernatural. This feels like a distraction from me being mad at you. It is a little bit. I spent a lot of time with Wayne tonight. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? So you do know him. Did I ever say I didn't? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. You just said you didn't know, like, one of the 1,000 people you hired or whatever. He's a creep from a bad time in my life, and I do my best not to think about him, which has become an increasingly difficult task. He's stalking me. I'm glad you see it that way. He's a creep, and if he tries to talk to you again, you should walk away. No, that's not what I meant by that, Bull. Leave it at that. You say nothing. Are we done? Then great, I'm going to bed. Cousin walks off, leaving you alone. Tabby, I tried really hard there. You didn't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to a nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Oh, Stella. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Call her? Take all the time you need. Do you need to talk? I'm the sorry one. I let that ghost hurt you. I'm here if you need me. I thought proving ghosts were real would be exciting for you. We don't have time. The ditch links are still out there. I'm gonna call her. I don't know how good Stella is with phone calls. Oh, my battery's almost dead too. You call Stella, but it goes straight to voicemail. Damn. I'm the sorry one. I let that ghost hurt you. Put your phone back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town. And a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. Spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, but disaster still looms over the town of Scarlet Hollow. Still, tonight was a good night, and you fall asleep with a gentle, well-earned smile on your face. Episode 4 awaits. What a game this has been. What a chapter that was. Explore, join the Discord. Explore, follow us on Twitter. I'll absolutely do both of those right now. I know they've been really preoccupied with Slay the Princess, but I hope Scarlet Hollow doesn't get drowned out. This is such a good game. I know episode 5 is not done yet, so I might try and space out episode 4 a little bit, just so that we don't have to wait, and I don't have 2 games on hold. I know we already have the Coffin of Andy and Lele on hold as well, so maybe we'll play something in the meantime. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.